We are following breaking news. Former Massachusetts Air National Guardsman Jack Teixeira has been sentenced to 15 years in prison for leaking classified Pentagon documents on social media. The 22-year-old pleaded guilty in March to 6 counts of violating the Espionage Act. Here's a live look at the U.S. Attorney's Office in Boston. We're waiting to hear from federal prosecutors. They're scheduled to discuss the sentencing soon. Joining us now on the phone is CBS News Justice Department reporter Rob Legary. Robert, you were in the court. Interesting that prosecutors were asking for 17. Teixeira's attorneys were asking for 11. The judge ultimately went with 15. And some of your court notes show some very striking comments from the judge. What stood out to you the most?
Yeah. Hey, good afternoon. Thanks for having me. So what stood out mainly was that the judge, granted to Teixeira some leniency by way of his personal characteristics, the fact that he was a first-time offender. But ultimately, the judge said that none of that made up for the damage that he caused to national security, siding with Justice Department prosecutors when they said the damage caused was immediate and continues to this day because of the information that was shared by Teixeira online, mainly on a Discord chat room site. Just to remind viewers, some of the things that were released on this Discord site by Teixeira included troop movements in Ukraine, information related to aid that Western nations were giving to Ukraine, and other sensitive top-secret information. Some of this information that he leaked and admitted to leaking online was some of the most closely guarded secrets that the U.S. government, that the Pentagon holds. And so the judge, it was not lost on the judge when she sentenced him to that time in prison. As she left, she wished him good luck and said that she hoped that he would be able to, reform himself. But at the time, he did speak to the judge briefly and said he took responsibility for these actions, said that the burden fell on his shoulders for these actions, and ultimately asked for mercy.
That was what he said in court today, Robert?
Yes.
What does his attorneys have to say? What were his attorneys asking for in terms of leniency?
Right. So, the attorney said that 11 years that they were asking for was a substantial sentence. This was, as the judge, his defense attorney pointed out, 11 years is half the life he's lived right now. And so they said that 11 years was a significant sentence that showed both the public and people who might want to do similar things that they shouldn't because they will be severely punished. And his attorney pointed out that he was recently diagnosed with autism, and when he committed these crimes was an adolescent, somebody who was still forming in their adulthood, and so said that leniency would be appropriate here. The judge did say that she did depart from the standard guidelines because of Teixeira's youth, but ultimately that still ended up leading to a 15-year sentence.
Any reaction from his family members in court?
Not yet, no. When he entered into court today wearing an Oregon prison uniform, he did smile to them upon entering. There was a group of them in court, but nothing yet. It should be noted here that Teixeira was posting online for over a year with this information, using his top secret information, his top secret clearance, to get that information and post it. The judge said that she did not think that he meant to harm the United States in doing so, but more wanted to show people the knowledge that he had and the information that he had access to. Still, though, she said doing so was serious and agreed with prosecutors that it endangered national security.
You had mentioned that the effects of these leaks are still being felt. Was any more detail exposed in court on the extent of those damages?
There was not, no. Justice Department officials, the intelligence community, whenever there are leak investigations, they have to weigh what can they reveal to the public about the information that was compromised in these investigations, while also keeping that information secret from doing more harm. We did see prosecutors and defense attorneys go into a sealed hearing before this hearing with the judge to do a classified briefing. In there, what was likely happening was more details about what kind of information was actually shared. But for the public, we're not able to get a lot of that information, again, because of the sensitive nature of the information.
Robert Legary, thank you.